Ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk to you today about something that's been holding you back, something that no one else can fix but you. You see, there's a battle happening right now, not out there in the world, but inside of you. It's the battle of UV. It's the fight between who you are right now and who you have the potential to become. It's the struggle between your fears, your doubts, and the greatness that is waiting for you on the other side of those obstacles. Now, you may be sitting there thinking, Les, I've got too many challenges, too many reasons to quit, and I hear you. But let me tell you something. The only thing standing between you and your dreams is the story you tell yourself about who you are and what you're capable of. The world may try to tell you what you can't do, but only you get to decide if you're going to believe that. And I'm here today to tell you, you are more powerful than you know. You are capable of greatness, and the only thing left for you to do is to step into that power, to win the fight against yourself. A mindset shift is the key to unlocking your true potential. A fixed mindset keeps you trapped in a cycle of limitations, believing that your abilities, intelligence, and talents are set in stone. But when you operate with a fixed mindset, challenges feel threatening, and the fear of failure often leads to avoiding new opportunities. Mistakes are seen as a reflection of your limitations, not as valuable learning experiences. On the other hand, a growth mindset opens up a world of possibilities, allowing you to see challenges as stepping stones rather than roadblocks. This shift isn't just about thinking positively, it's about fundamentally changing the way you approach learning and growth. Embracing a growth mindset means accepting that abilities are not static. With effort, perseverance, and the right strategies, you can improve and develop any skill. It means being open to feedback and using it to fuel your development instead of taking it personally. People with a growth mindset see effort as the path to mastery, so they are more likely to push through difficulties, knowing that their hard work will pay off in the long run. They recognize that success is not just about talent, but about continuous improvement. The shift from a fixed to a growth mindset requires conscious effort. It starts with challenging the inner voice that says, I can't, and replacing it with, how can I? By embracing challenges and stepping out of your comfort zone, you begin to realize that your potential is not limited by past experiences or failures. Instead, each setback becomes an opportunity to learn, adapt, and grow. This mindset transforms not just the way you approach problems, but how you view yourself and your journey. Self-doubt is a silent but powerful force that undermines your confidence and prevents you from reaching your potential. It often manifests as negative self-talk, the inner critic that tells you you're not good enough, that success is out of reach, or that you're bound to fail. This voice often stems from past experiences, societal expectations, or comparisons to others, creating a narrative that you are somehow lacking. The problem is that self-doubt doesn't reflect reality. It distorts your perception and keeps you from taking the necessary actions to grow. Conquering self-doubt requires challenging the beliefs that fuel it. The first step is to recognize when negative thoughts arise and identify the triggers behind them. Is it a fear of failure? A past mistake that still lingers? Often these thoughts are based on assumptions rather than facts. Once you can see these negative thoughts for what they are, unfounded and irrational, you can begin to change the story you tell yourself. Replacing self-doubt with self-affirmation is essential. Start by focusing on your strengths, past successes, and the progress you've already made. Remind yourself of the times you faced challenges and overcame them. Recognizing your resilience is a powerful antidote to doubt. It's also important to set realistic goals and break them down into smaller, manageable steps. This reduces the pressure and makes success feel more achievable, counteracting the feelings of overwhelm that often fuel doubt. Additionally, surrounding yourself with positive influences, such as supportive friends, mentors, or communities, can help reinforce your belief in yourself. Positive feedback and encouragement from others can act as a mirror, reflecting back the potential that self-doubt tries to hide. Growth is inherently uncomfortable because it involves stepping into the unknown. The comfort zone is where familiarity reigns, and it's easy to stay in a place where you feel safe and in control. However, true growth cannot occur in this space. When you stay within the boundaries of your comfort zone, you limit your potential and keep yourself from discovering new abilities and opportunities. Challenges, risks, and discomfort are often seen as things to avoid, but they are the very experiences that foster development and expansion. When you push yourself beyond your comfort zone, you expose yourself to new perspectives, skills, and experiences. It's in these moments of discomfort that you build resilience and learn how to handle uncertainty. While it may feel intimidating at first, this is where personal transformation begins. The more you embrace the discomfort of change, the more you prove to yourself that you are capable of handling whatever comes your way. It's also important to recognize that stepping outside of your comfort zone doesn't mean you need to take huge leaps immediately. Small steps, when taken consistently, can lead to significant growth. This could mean having difficult conversations, trying new activities, or taking on challenges that stretch your current abilities. Each step is an opportunity to build confidence and reinforce the belief that you can handle more than you think. The journey of growth often feels like a series of small discomforts, but over time, these moments accumulate and result in a more powerful, capable version of yourself. It's in pushing through the discomfort that you begin to discover your true potential and unlock opportunities that you wouldn't have found if you had stayed within your comfort zone. Failure is often viewed as a negative outcome, something to be avoided or feared. However, it's important to shift this perspective and begin to see failure as a lesson rather than a setback. Failure is not the end of the road, but a crucial part of the journey toward success. Each failure contains valuable information that can guide you toward improvement. Instead of viewing it as a defeat, you can choose to see it as feedback and opportunity to learn, adjust, and grow. When you fail, it means you've taken a risk, tried something new, or pushed yourself outside of your comfort zone. This is not something to be ashamed of, rather, it is a testament to your willingness to take action. In fact, the most successful individuals have failed countless times. What sets them apart is their ability to embrace failure, learn from it, and use it as fuel to keep moving forward. One key to embracing failure is reframing it. Instead of focusing on the negative aspects, such as what went wrong or what you could have done differently, focus on what you can learn from the experience. What did failure teach you about your approach? What new strategies can you implement moving forward? By asking yourself these questions, you begin to see failure not as something to avoid, but as an essential part of the learning process. And when you stop fearing failure and start embracing it as a teacher, you free yourself from the paralyzing effects of self-doubt and perfectionism. You begin to take bold action without the fear of making mistakes, knowing that every misstep is a step closer to achieving your goals. Authenticity is the practice of staying true to who you are, despite external pressures or expectations. In a world that often tries to mold individuals into specific roles or personas, maintaining authenticity is both a challenge and a powerful act of self-respect. External influences, such as societal standards, family expectations, or the desire for approval, can often lead individuals to suppress their true selves in favor of fitting in. However, when you are authentic, you align your actions with your values, beliefs, and passions, creating a sense of inner harmony and fulfillment. Being true to yourself requires self-awareness and a deep understanding of your core values. When you know who you are and what you stand for, it becomes easier to make decisions that reflect your true self. This self-knowledge helps you navigate situations where you might feel pressure to conform or compromise your beliefs. Authenticity doesn't mean you reject others' opinions or advice. Rather, it means you listen to those influences and then make choices that resonate with your own truth. But staying authentic also involves embracing vulnerability. It's about showing up as your true self, without the mask or facade you might think others want to see. This can feel risky at times, especially in environments that reward conformity or superficial success. However, authenticity breeds deeper connections and more meaningful relationships, as it attracts people who appreciate you for who you truly are, rather than for the version of yourself you feel pressured to project. By choosing authenticity, you free yourself from the mental and emotional strain of pretending or conforming. You create space for genuine self-expression and open the door to a life that feels aligned with your true purpose and desires. Resilience is the inner strength that enables you to persevere through difficult times and keep moving forward no matter the challenges you face. But it's not about avoiding setbacks, but developing the capacity to handle them when they arise. Life's obstacles can often feel overwhelming, but resilience is the ability to bounce back from adversity, learn from experiences, and continue pushing toward your goals. It is a mindset that refuses to be defeated, even when circumstances seem insurmountable. Building resilience starts with reframing adversity. Rather than viewing challenges as insurmountable barriers, resilient individuals see them as opportunities for growth. Every setback carries a lesson, and every failure is a chance to build character and strength. Instead of feeling helpless or defeated, resilient people focus on what they can control and take proactive steps to improve their situation. This mindset empowers them to remain focused on solutions instead of dwelling on problems. Another important aspect of resilience is emotional regulation. Resilient individuals are able to manage their emotions in the face of stress, avoiding impulsive reactions or negative thought spirals. By developing emotional awareness and practicing techniques such as deep breathing or mindfulness, you can maintain clarity and composure when confronted with challenges. This emotional control allows you to approach difficult situations with a calm mind, making it easier to think critically and act strategically. Resilience is also nurtured through a support system. Having a network of friends, family, or mentors to lean on provides strength and encouragement during tough times. These relationships remind you that you're not alone and can offer fresh perspectives or practical advice that helps you navigate challenges. Resilience thrives when you are connected to others who lift you up and remind you of your ability to overcome obstacles. Inner peace is the foundation of resilience in a world filled with external chaos and distractions. Cultivating peace within yourself allows you to remain grounded, regardless of the circumstances around you. The constant noise, whether it's the demands of others, societal pressures, or the overwhelming flow of information, can easily cause stress and anxiety. However, when you nurture inner peace, you create a mental and emotional sanctuary that helps you respond with calmness and clarity rather than reacting impulsively or getting swept up in the chaos. To cultivate inner peace, it begins with self-awareness. You must first acknowledge your thoughts, emotions, and the sources of stress in your life. By observing without judgment, you start to separate yourself from the noise and create space between stimulus and reaction. This awareness allows you to choose how to respond instead of automatically reacting based on fear, frustration, or anxiety. Practices like mindfulness and meditation are effective tools for developing this awareness, helping you center yourself in the present moment and detach from overwhelming thoughts or feelings. Another aspect of inner peace is acceptance. Life is full of uncertainties, and it's easy to become distressed by things beyond your control. Embracing the idea that you cannot control everything around you, but you can control how you choose to react, is empowering. Accepting what you cannot change frees you from the mental burden of resistance and allows you to focus your energy on what you can influence. When you cultivate inner peace, you build an emotional resilience that helps you navigate challenges with a calm and clear mind. This internal strength creates a sense of stability, enabling you to focus on your goals, relationships, and well-being without being constantly thrown off course by the noise of the world. Self-discipline is the cornerstone of achieving any goal, as it involves consistently taking action even when motivation wanes. While motivation can spark the desire to begin a task, it's self-discipline that keeps you moving forward when the initial excitement fades. It's the ability to commit to long-term progress and take deliberate steps toward your goals, regardless of distractions or obstacles. Without self-discipline, even the most ambitious goals can remain out of reach, as the lack of consistent effort leads to stagnation. One of the key elements of self-discipline is developing routines and habits that align with your objectives. This is where consistency becomes essential. Instead of relying on bursts of inspiration, self-discipline involves creating systems that support your goals day in and day out. But whether it's setting aside time for focused work, exercising regularly, or developing a mindset of persistence, these small, consistent actions compound over time to create significant results. Self-discipline also means learning to delay gratification. In today's fast-paced, instant gratification society, the ability to resist short-term distractions in favor of long-term gains is a critical skill. This could mean avoiding temptations like procrastination or social media during work hours, or resisting the urge to quit when progress feels slow. By prioritizing what truly matters and staying committed to the process, you build the resilience necessary to overcome setbacks and stay on track. Ultimately, self-discipline is about cultivating the mindset that success doesn't come from occasional bursts of effort, but from showing up consistently, even when it feels hard. It's the daily choices you make that will determine your growth, pushing you closer to your goals with every small action you take. Setting boundaries is an essential practice for protecting your time, energy, and focus in a world full of distractions. Without clear boundaries, it's easy to become overwhelmed, stretched too thin, and drained by demands from others or by your own unproductive habits. Boundaries help you create a sense of control over your environment, allowing you to prioritize your well-being and focus on what truly matters. This begins with identifying what drains you and what energizes you, and using that insight to guard your time and energy. In both personal and professional settings, setting boundaries means being intentional about where you invest your time and how much of yourself you give to others. It's about learning to say no when necessary, whether it's to tasks that don't align with your goals, to requests that overextend you, or to distractions that pull you away from your focus. Saying no is not a negative act, it's a way of honoring your own needs and protecting your time for the things that truly matter. It's also important to recognize that setting boundaries isn't just about limiting others, but also about creating a healthy relationship with yourself. This means carving out time for rest, reflection, and activities that replenish your energy. It means resisting the urge to overcommit and recognizing that your time is a valuable resource that must be used wisely. In doing so, you make space for the things that align with your values, your goals, and your well-being. Boundaries also involve managing how much mental and emotional energy you allow to be consumed by distractions, whether it's social media, unnecessary drama, or perfectionism. By setting clear limits, you create a focused environment where your energy is used more productively and intentionally. In conclusion, the journey of personal growth and success is deeply rooted in the choices you make and the mindset you cultivate. The battle of you vs. you is a constant process of self-discovery and self-improvement. By shifting your mindset to embrace growth, overcoming self-doubt, breaking out of your comfort zone, and viewing failure as a lesson, you empower yourself to reach new heights. Setting boundaries, practicing self-discipline, and cultivating inner peace strengthen your foundation, while resilience ensures you keep moving forward, even when faced with obstacles. Throughout this journey, authenticity remains your guiding force, reminding you to stay true to yourself in a world that constantly pulls you in different directions. Ultimately, the most significant victory you can achieve is the one where you conquer the limitations you've set for yourself and rise to become the best version of who you truly are.